Hey Taurus, welcome to 2024, baby, January. I have like a little timer situation going on in the background, so in a few minutes, you may or may not hear a beeping going off. That's my disclaimer. Welcome to January. Let's get you guys a reading. We're going to go old school with a few of these guys, oracle cards. Get a sense of the feeling for the month and then get you guys a Celtic cross. Taurus, what you got going on? Change and the wind. God, I love this card. Look at like the helix of that, the spiral of that. Change is coming. It's giving me like Dorothy vibes from Over the Rainbow situation. I know that's not the name of the movie, but I can't think of the movie right now. The Red Road. God, what is the name? Anyway, it's going to come to me later. Change, but change in all kinds of directions. That is including so much inspiration, so many different thoughts, so many different ideas, so many different ways that you are stepping into more of who you are. And look at how she's bending over. You're really letting go. You're really adjusting. You're really bending into a new side of yourself this month, Taurus, that's going to allow you to figure out what it is. Colors. Okay, this is such a weird, fun deck. I'm having fun using it this month. Confetti rainbow. Okay, well, if that doesn't double down on this situation, I don't know what would. Exploring all kinds of new ways to be you, Taurus, leaning into all kinds of different fun adventures, fun inspirations, each of the confetti, each of the colors representing a new way that could be you, a new way that could contribute to your new year. January already feels like a year for you. A lot of different ideas, a lot of different potentials, a lot of different ways you could go, all moving towards evolution and change and growth for you. What do you have to do when you grow? You have to grieve. And this is part of growing into something bigger and better. You have to let go of the old. So especially if this is something new and happy and loving and caring and gorgeous for you, the happier it is, sometimes the more that you have to grieve, letting go of what could have been, letting go of the old, letting go of the way that your old life was in order to make room for the new. So do not be afraid of your tears. Do not be afraid of your feelings this month in January, Taurus. They are 1000% making room for the new for you and really inviting you to like a whole new room in your heart for more. I see that so clearly for you. So lean in. If you ever feel like you are full of sad or full of emotion, take time for yourself. Honor that for yourself in January. It's going to be really important because it's making space for everything that's coming in for you here. Release rigidity and valerian. And this is so beautiful. So as a botanical support here, you have valerian. Release rigidity. This is going to be a month for you where you are absolutely supported in resting, in taking time to just breathe and taking time to grow. Know that you're protected here. Know that you can curl up and take a cat nap anytime to really rest and restore. And that valerian is going to help you really calm the nervous system. So as we do go through change, it can be hard on the nervous system sometimes. It's kind of like working out, like what is your ability to change and shift with the times, to really bring in the new, to let go of the old. These are all indicators that you are doing that to a really huge degree and to a really fun degree. Confetti rainbow, stop it. I mean, who doesn't want like a big confetti rainbow? I actually saw a little video yesterday of the guy who made all of the confetti rain on Times Square for the new year is actually all thrown by hand. It's like tons and tons of confetti, hard paper confetti that people throw by hand, tons of it, literal pounds of tons of confetti from rooftops all around Times Square. So the delight, the fun, the innovation, the excitement of just doing something just for the fun of it is what's coming for you, Taurus, but it might be a lot of change. So allow yourself a lot of time for rest and see what happens. Ooh, girl. Okay, let's see what you got coming in for the month. 6 of Swords. Well, if that isn't right on message, I don't know what would be. Moving on from any kind of situation, choppy waters here to calmer waters. There's a whole castle waiting for you, but it's in the gray. You don't kind of know what is there yet as I turn this over. 4 of Swords, again, right here on message. So again, right here in the middle of your month, as the very pillar of your month here, Taurus is going to be continue moving towards what feels good and moving away from anything that doesn't serve you anymore, any conflict, anything that hasn't been working. Continue to know that it's okay to move towards what is, new inspiration, new people, new places, and know that as you do so, you are choosing to do so to move out of conflict, to rest, to not have to fight so hard anymore to work for something that isn't working. You are resting, just like this Valerian is saying, and you are moving towards the new place in your life, the new manifestation in your life, the new opening in your life by allowing yourself to grieve, by allowing the old to go, and by giving yourself a lot of time and a lot of ease to let your whole body and nervous system adjust to the transition. What are you very clear that you're manifesting this month? Page of Swords in reverse. I love this for you because this says that you are calming the mind. You're not going to think about and worry and anxiety and talk to your friends and get online and bash the old. And you're not going to engage in any kind of like overwhelming mental activity. You are actively choosing to calm yourself as you move through transition. You are actively choosing meditation. You are actively choosing the bath. You are actively choosing to come home and rest and make a really nourishing dinner after work than you are going out to have all the drinks with all the girls and worrying and gossiping and partying, right? Whatever it is, you are choosing to be very grounded this month in how you communicate and who you communicate to and what your communication is. So if this for anyone is like moving on from a breakup or a relationship, this is very conscious about how you communicate and with whom in order to be exceptionally elevated in your words, in your message, and in who you are and who you choose to be, Taurus. And I have a lot of admiration for you because of that. It's hard to do sometimes with transition. What's here in the foundation for you guys? The Three of Wands. Girl, you are building this month based off of so much opportunity. There are ships coming in for you. There are ships going out for you. You are waiting for this opportunity. You have been waiting for this opportunity for a long time, whether it's one that you know about or you know it's one that's just you're hoping for, a new job, a new level in your job, a new relationship, a new level in your relationship. You are building this month based off the knowing that there is more for you. You've been waiting for it. You've been manifesting it, whether you know it or not. You are actively waiting for this new wave to catch. It's kind of like a surfer. In fact, there's a tarot deck that has a surfer waiting as the Three of Wands card, but it's like you are just waiting for the wave, but you're already in the ocean. You already have your surfboard. You've already got the wetsuit on, like all of the things. You're just excited to catch the next one. So wait for it. This is what the whole month is built off of, your very deep subconscious knowing that you are ready for the next opportunity. What happened in the recent past here that would be helpful to know? Justice in reverse. So something didn't quite go your way here. There was something that happened in the recent past that didn't feel good, that wasn't particularly ending in your favor. Sometimes this can look like legal battles. Maybe a divorce didn't go in your favor. Maybe there was some kind of a home situation. Maybe you had to leave a lease. Maybe something like very tangibly. Sometimes it can talk about the law. And I don't always talk about that with justice cards, but that is coming up for me right now. So this feels something contractual. Maybe something didn't go well at work. Maybe you had to redo a job description. There's something that happened here in the recent past that didn't feel good to you, that kind of didn't come down in your favor, that might be motivating some of this change forward, right? There could have been something that happened with a landlord that didn't feel very good to you and you were looking to move on to a new place to live, something like that. Motivation here in the recent past is just that the scales weren't even, something did not come down in your favor, large or small, that's really motivating your movement forward. What's coming in the future for you? Okay, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is a really interesting card. I often interpret this as a self-sabotage card, but it feels in this instance like you are really taking your swords and going home. This really feels to me like something you're doing, Taurus. Like you are be careful that you might be thinking. You are choosing your words wisely. You are choosing to act your best. You are choosing to be very conscientious in how you choose your words and communication. But as you move into the future, be very conscious of doing things well, of doing things fairly. Do not choose to perpetuate the inequity that happened here or the injustice that happened here, large or small, here in the past into the future. So if you are taking your swords and going home, if you are feeling unsafe or unloved or like something wasn't right or didn't happen, it wasn't fair for you in the past, and you're taking your toys and you're going home, don't do so in a huff. Don't do so from a place of rebellion, right? Do so from a place of groundedness and understand that whatever changes you're making, don't screw yourself over by being bitter, by choosing to act from a place of bitterness or malice or ill will or screwing someone else over. Move forward from a place that feels really good to you. Don't move forward from a place that is actively mean to someone else. Seven of Swords can also talk about other people in your environment potentially not having your best interest in mind. So this could look like a lot of people in your workplace deciding something behind your back, or a lot of people in your home life, if you do have, say, a landlord, trying to decide something that you don't know about that might not feel good to you later. So don't let that cause anxiety for you, Taurus. Tarot is just a larger overview that helps you kind of navigate the month. So as you move forward, this is just a really beautiful card to help you stay in integrity, help you stay grounded, help you meditate, help you continue to be in whatever practices ground you this month, so that there's no foul play here in the future, because there could be a tendency to do this if you aren't careful, or if you just allow yourself to be your smallest self, right? Whether that's in words or actions. And this is easily avoidable. That's why it's so wonderful to look at tarot videos or tarot forecasts, because none of this is set in stone. This is all kind of a flavor of what the month could be. It's all adjustable depending on your intentions and your actions and your manifestations. So in my opinion, this is the best card to see here in the future, because it says, hey, little orange flag, make sure that you are doing things really well. And if you are, you won't experience the detriment that can sometimes happen when people screw you over. You won't, but be good. Okay, how are you feeling about all of this? Yeah, Four of Wands in reverse. You could be feeling like your home life is really disrupted right now. You could be feeling like your relationships are disrupted. You could be feeling like just not especially grounded at home or in your relationships and in your partnerships. And that tracks when you are moving on to bigger and better things. So again, take refuge in rest and napping and rejuvenation, whatever that is, and creativity. Really understand that the change that's coming here, Taurus, is all because something exciting and new and fresh and alive is happening for you. What's in your environment through the month here, January? The Emperor in reverse. I kind of love this for you. This is really speaking to me about choosing your own rules, right? So the Emperor is a character that is exceptionally logical, has a lot of weight, has a lot of emphasis, has a lot of like rules and ways that things should be done. They also have like an exceptional amount of power. When we see that in reverse, it can sometimes mean there's someone around you this month, people, places, or things that just aren't feeling very helpful, but it can also mean that there's just a free flow, right? There's like a release from something that hasn't been working for you, or you're out from underneath the thumb of a overlord, or like an overbearing employer, or an overbearing person at work, or an overbearing person in a relationship. Your environment this month might feel a relief from not being partnered or not having to be combined with someone in your environment that's really holding you back. So enjoy the freedom, enjoy the change, enjoy the launching into something that feels better and lighter and more you, Taurus, and you're really going to thrive. And really remember to grieve the old. However much you grieve, the extent that you grieve and let go and cry and like let things go that aren't for you anymore, that is the amount of space you are going to open up for the new. Fears and hopes, the moon. Oh, Taurus, you're afraid that it's never going to end. You're afraid that you're never going to see the light. You're afraid that the change will never come. You're afraid that you'll never figure out what it actually is you're supposed to do, or where you're supposed to move, or how you're supposed to work, or all of the things. The moon is just a time when we are in the dark and we're not supposed to see the light. We're not supposed to see how it's supposed to figure it out. The moon card really asks us to say, who are we when we don't know what's going to happen, when we are faced with our fears, when we are in a place of confusion. So just know, Taurus, that you are right on track, and choose how you are going to act in times of the uncertain. Are you going to be calm? Are you going to be collected? Are you going to freak out? Or, like all of the things you get to choose, but it's just not a time to know, and that's okay. This card here is telling me you have some worries that that's never going to change. And I'm here to tell you it will always change. The constant in life is change. The Sun card is coming right after the Moon card. Don't even worry about it. That's the timer I was talking about. It's also emphasizing my point here. It came right when I was trying to emphasize that the sun comes right after the moon, right? So you are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, let me assure you. Last card for you here, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus, you are facing a month of change, and at the end of the month, the culmination of the month, the overall message for you this month is that you are not in poverty. You are not in a lack mindset. You are coming out of anything that tells you you are less than, you don't have enough money, money, you don't have enough friends, you don't know how it's going to work out. This is the grieving that you're doing. This is what you are leaving behind. We don't quite know yet what the next iteration is here, but you are doing it beautifully. You are choosing to speak and act kindly. You are facing injustices. Remember to nap this month, Taurus. This is a month of really big transition for you as you face the rest of 2024, and I am so excited for you. Remember to do it well, be calm, lean into the creativity and the change that is coming. It is really exciting. I will just end by saying the wind card here is the 24, and together that is a 6. The 6 is the Lover's card in the tarot, which is a lot about connection. It's a lot about choosing love and choosing partnership. So who knows? This is absolutely could be forcing you. I don't know why I said forcing you. The universe is really pushing you towards love and connection and new beginnings, Taurus, and I can't wait to see where you end up.